everybody, and welcome to another episode of Rapscallions Report. We have a website, rapscallionsreport.com. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter at r_report. And we have a phone number. You'll see it displayed here. I don't remember it because I'm a non-contributor, apparently. 372
0805?
0805. And the area code is 989. In case there's anyone outside the area watching this, and if so, how did you find us? This is just bizarre. Anyway, tonight's topic that we're going to be just stumbling all over is retro gaming, which is anything, let's say, below the PlayStation 2. Yeah, that sounds fair.
PlayStation 1.
All right, lower than that. Although PlayStation 1 had some damn good. Well, we'll save that for another one. We'll just do a PlayStation 1 episode. Something, I don't know. All right.
Retro gaming.
Yeah. First question I gotta ask you guys. What was the first game you guys can remember playing ever? First game. I'm guessing it's all going to be the same answer, but let's just shoot it out there. Real quick.
My first game, technically I don't remember this, but my parents tell me I played it with my father all the time, was the original Mario. Me and him spent hours just playing.
Very good. You.
I honestly don't remember. It was either that Dick Tracy game, Yo-Noid, or Burger Time.
Good options, save for Dick Tracy. Well, I don't know. You. Oh.
Looney Tunes game. Might have been the Looney Tunes game.
The one where the rabbit has to push safes on, like push a safe on people, and is that the one?
The one where like
oh
you
no,
eat a carrot
Tiny
and
Toons,
or
right?
Tiny Toons, yeah.
That was pretty good. Capcom game. Not many people know.
I think it was for Atari, because I got a few years on these fellas. It was on these two. It was. I think it was I'm pretty sure it was a Spider-Man game. I want to say for Atari. Like it was like you're like.
Oh God! The one where you have to catch that bomb and it doesn't, and it's awful.
I don't. I just remember climbing a wall.
Yeah.
And walking on your head.
No, that's a different one.
Oh, it is.
There was a Spider-Man PC game that was awful, where you can do a trick where you're like walking on, you're like upside down, but you're walking along somehow. No one ever knew how to play it. We had it for a while, and we just give up. It was an awful game. Mine would probably also be Super Mario Brothers, because we bought the system, from what I remember, like right when it came out, and that was, my mom would play the crap out of that. She could beat like the entire game in like half an hour.
I think Super Mario Brothers was a mom game, because my mom could literally beat that game in like 15 minutes.
Weird.
Because she did like the little warps and all that,
Yeah.
and then she would just fly through them like, holy crap.
Same thing. My mom showed me where a lot of the hidden like one-ups were and stuff.
It's a mom game, I think.
Interesting how.
Did your mom ever play?
No, she didn't. Video games. It was my dad. Me and my dad. Eating our Chef Boyardee out of the can. Playing, sitting there
Yes.
playing.
My bonding time was the original Legend of Zelda.
Hmm.
That's like one of the few things me and my stepdad actually did when I was younger. Was play, take turns, pass back and forth.
Funny thing, I did not play any of the Zelda games until the Game Boy Advance ones. No, Game Boy, the Game Boy, the original Game Boy ones.
Link's Awakening.
Yeah, that was the first one. I didn't even play the Super Nintendo ones. I played the Game Boy one before. No, I played them all after the fact.
Super Nintendo's.
I've never played
That's
a
probably
single
the best one.
Yeah, that
Zelda
was pretty
game
boss.
in my life. Although I tried the Twilight Princess.
That's a bad one to start with.
I thought I was just trying it because it was a demo. You know how they have the demo thing.
Yeah.
That's the only Zelda game I've ever actually sat down and tried. Wait, no. Majora's Mask. Tried that one.
That was a good one.
What I like about well, let me change that. What I don't like about
I should probably be catching how long we're going for this.
We'll just do another 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes, we have to keep track of how long these episodes go, so we don't babble on.
I'm completely ineffective at my job at hosting. It's on record now. I'll do that when we're coming down to time. How was that?
But the original
The original Lemon of Felder. Yes.
You just want to start this over because fucking A. The original Legend of Zelda, like the first like 3 or 4 of them, they didn't really have like a storyline, but they kind of went in order and kind of.
They had the old man.
And then it got to the point where it's like, it's no longer I like Legend of Zelda, it's which Legend of Zelda I like. what Link I like, what
Mhm.
princess I like.
Yeah.
Because before it's like Mario, okay, you got all the Mario games.
Mhm.
They don't have it where it's like a totally different dimension or something. Like if you look at Wind Waker versus like Twilight Princess,
It's like completely different art style.
it totally
It's
like jumps.
different.
It goes from like okay, like
the Wind Waker one was the cartoony one, right?
yeah, the
Yeah,
shell.
so
Weird,
Yeah.
yeah, that I'm like, that was weird because I
The only
It wasn't
reason
bad.
I like that one as much as I did was you could take pictures of people and take them to this guy and he would make like little statues.
He's a voyeur, you see.
And
It's like-
I just love puzzles like that where I gotta get everything. Like I
Yeah.
gotta unlock everything.
See, I have problems with a lot of games like that where it's like collecting stuff, because a lot of those games I can't stop collecting. Like I'm gonna bring up one game real quick on the PlayStation 1, Brave Fencer Musashi, I believe it was called. You could get action figures of characters by doing stuff, and you could like absorb powers from enemies. And that game, I almost had to stop playing because I'm like I can't. I gotta make sure I gotta collect everything. You know, any game where there's collectibles, I'm completely hooked. I played the living crap out of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 in the Dreamcast only because I wanted to collect every little thing. Stage, colors, characters. I probably logged in at least a good 300 hours on Marvel vs. Capcom 2. That's not an exaggeration. I would come home from work, play that like all night. Yeah. I had no life
Wait.
whatsoever.
For Dreamcast?
Yeah.
oh Dreamcast, you and your little weird.
It doesn't count. That's a newer one.
I know. I'm
We'll
just
talk about
saying.
that in a second.
I'm just saying Dreamcast.
So do you guys have any retro
Excuse? Who's the
sorry.
So what do you guys have any retro memories?
I have two games I remember playing the crap out of on SNES. One, Zombies Ate My Neighbors, and two, Acrobat.
Arrow the Acrobat.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, that one, man. That one
Oh
was
man,
tough
I
as
played
balls.
that so much.
Yeah. At least you didn't say Bubsy. It would have been like, ooh. Although Bubsy had some good death animation. Just kind of an odd thing to say. But it did. Eric,
I'm the youngest one here. so
say
I don't-
Goof Trooper. I'll punch you.
Oh yeah, Goof Troop. I played Goof Troop a lot.
Good.
I can never get past first 5 minutes of that Scooby-Doo game.
Man, that game sucked.
Same with Yonoid, same with all those games I mentioned earlier.
Yeah,
I've never
Yonoid
beat
was-
any Super Mario.
Man, Yoda had stuff.
I really liked the Star Wars game on it. I forget which one it was. It was a Empire Strikes Back or something like that.
The one where you side scrolling kind of
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
pretty
the Dracula one. I like
Castlevania?
playing it. Yeah. No. The Dracula one. The
Bram Stoker's?
Yeah. It was stupid, but it was just one of those games because it's the whip. You're like, and then
Wait, I think you were talking about Castlevania.
no. Because Bram Stoker's Dracula also had a whip.
I'm not familiar with the game, so
I
I
just
can't.
recently played an emulator, I believe, of that.
Are you sure they didn't like screw it up and it wasn't Castlevania?
No, it was Bram
Well,
Stoker's.
We will hopefully
Man.
have an image right here
Or video.
or a video of gameplay of this.
It's got to be right there.
Open your magic portal to another dimension.
Gandalf.
Blow a smoke ring. Have it come out of that. We're gonna have all CG in this episode. CG
Because
smoke rings.
CGI is so much better than real.
Spend it any time, dude. One of the memories I have back in the day, I had to get my foot cut open and stitched up. So I pretty much spent like 3 weeks just sitting around playing video games. And I was playing, I think I had Dragon Warrior 1 and 2, or 2 and 3. And I was getting really into it. I was like, yeah. And I kept doing that. And I ended up hitting my hand on the coffee table. And that's how I got my first blood blister on my fingernail. And it was the most painful, like I couldn't hold the controller anymore. I was like, ah! So,
Well, you had Wii injuries before the Wii came out. It's pretty good.
does 64 count as retro a little bit, maybe?
Which
Okay. Why not?
what is our
Cutoff?
timeline cutoff?
I'm just trying to go early as possible. I don't know.
You
Let's
remember
start
Mario
with
Party
64.
when it first came out? You got that fucking, and you always got that little.
Yes.
Hated that.
No, see,
Crazy
64 was
painful.
awesome.
It
I
was.
really liked the
Because you could play like
64.
1, 2, 3
I was
different
saying,
ways.
it was awesome up until you hit the point where you ran out of good games to rent.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, hey, I gotta play Biofreaks or something. What am I gonna do?
Slaughterhouse again.
Man.
Yeah, I just recently picked up a 64 because I had a 64, but it was cheaper for me to just buy a whole nother system. I got it for $10. A controller, the power cords, and the system, $10. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
So then I've been buying a bunch of just random games I used to play back in my heyday.
Harvest Moon 64. A lot of people say to this day that's one of the best ones. I gotta get it. Harvest Moon. Farming simulation.
I like the Harvest Moon for Super Nintendo, and my wife has the Harvest Moon for the Wii.
Yeah.
64 version, I couldn't get into it.
Really?
Although, yet again, I did have it on an emulator, so I didn't have the proper controls. That might have been it.
Maybe.
There's always
Star Fox 64.
Perfect
Yeah,
Dark.
Perfect Dark.
Man, Perfect Dark is
That
a league of
was
its own.
head to head with, I have to say, Was it GoldenEye?
Yeah.
GoldenEye.
No, Golden Balls.
I wanted to say Golden Gun, but I realized that's the gun that you get in the game.
No,
Man,
man.
the
Cheap
Golden
ass
Gun.
fucking gun. I hated that thing.
You only got one shot though with the golden gun. It's just and then it's done.
I remember having a birthday party. We went bowling, and then I had a bunch of my friends come over, and they were like, "Let's play multiplayer on that game." And we just sat there for hours playing that game.
It was a good one. Perfect Dark. The thing is the way the match customization and the way you could set up like all the different bots and stuff. I have not played a game since then that has had those kind of options in multiplayer. The only one that's come close has been like Unreal Tournament 3, I think on the PS3. That was it. I cannot think of a single game that's had that many options for multiplayer.
Well, with the retro gaming in general, it was always relying on story play and gameplay. It was just the actual.
I don't know about the story one so much though.
Well,
There wasn't much of a story to like, Mario or I don't know. Final
What?
That was
Fight.
a story.
What? No story?
Well, it wasn't a big story.
Dude,
It was like
you had
go
to
get a princess.
save the princess. Look, a plumber from Brooklyn, New York, or Italy, I don't know.
Wait, hold on. Are we talking about the movie or what?
That's the thing, I don't know. Whatever happens, like, first he was Italian, now he's a stereotype from New York, and now he's a plumber, and...
And then there's that movie.
Dude,
where, like,
look
what's
at
going
Mario.
on?
How much running does that fat bastard do? He jumps.
Well, in a lot
If
of the
anyone does that
games-
much cardio, there's no way you're going to be that fat.
He just eats a lot.
He never eats. He eats mushrooms and
Eh,
sunflower seeds.
You know what happens when you eat mushrooms.
You're tripping balls, man.
The thing is, all the pipes and the Goombas and stuff have all been in his head the entire time.
You just sitting in a room going, oh shit.
The princess and everything. The princess
That's
is
how the game should have ended.
the princess is actually a metaphor for freedom from his addiction. You see, he's like, oh, if I could only be free, if I could fly on the wings of an eagle. And the whole time he's like popping psychedelic drugs. Anyway, he's getting high.
And then Toad always messes with him. He's like, the princess is not in this castle.
See, the
Go to the
Toad.
next one.
Toad is Satan in this thing. It's actually some kind of crazy metaphor, you know. It's like the devil, Daniel Johnson or something. I don't know. Yeah, why not?
So you just ruined my childhood video game with a metaphor for drug addiction. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, look at Sonic. He's a crackhead running around getting gold. He's just like, oh, fucking shit.
Sucking dicks for money. Dr. Robotnik, I remember that boss. He didn't blow him for cash. You know.
Mega Man. We didn't
He
bring
also
him-
sucked dicks for money.
He was the first Japanese sex robot.
Yeah.
Oh, Mega Man was a good series, though.
Ah,
I
yes.
haven't played one of those.
Still is. The new one's pretty good. Well,
I dated a girl in middle school only because she had like the first like 4 or 5 of them for Nintendo.
So you used her
Yeah.
for the game. That's how.
That's where it
that's
began.
early relation. That's early relation.
Yeah. That's why he
good
first
times.
learned. I can use women for things.
I can use women for things I want. Yay!
It's like a light bulb. Ding. Yeah.
Too many light bulbs.
All right. Well, that's about our time for this one. Didn't cover some things. Maybe we can do part 2 later. Maybe we can have an episode where all we talk about is video game characters and the very sexual favors they did for drugs. I think that'll be a good half-hour-long episode.
Yeah, we could easily
Stretch that out.
We could
take video games and just
kind of like just
morph with the...
just twist their ideas around, change their actual story to something that we think could actually be what they meant for the game. Interesting.
Indeed.
What's that one game where you like turn into animal for Sega?
But what was it?
I was thinking
Ar-
of the
Armored
series.
Altered
Animorph.
Beast.
Altered
You're
Beast.
probably thinking Altered Beast.
Oh my god, I'm gonna try that game
Huh.
apart. Metaphorically, I'm gonna
Metaphorically.
see what it is he's trying to become. Anyways,
Anyway,
wanna
that
wrap
was
up?
Rapscallions Report. Go to our website to keep track of things. Sign up for our forums or whatnot, and call our phone number. Oh, buy or send us money, and we'll send you stuff.
A shirt.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's good.
But be
search
careful,
engine.
it's only a limited edition one. It won't be here forever.
Oh, so buy 10 of them. All right. See you guys next time.
You should buy 11 because it's one mall.
But it's one more.
It's one mall.